All right, we are back. The 8 games are over. Sorry I didn't post a lot during. I just needed to get my head right because I went in as a Kings fan, and my energy went plummeted because we suck. But I'm okay now. We're gonna be good, and we're all gonna be good, and we got the playoffs to go through, and I could not be any more excited. So the Suns, you probably have seen, went 8-0. They did all they could, but they couldn't get into the play-in game. And so the Blazers and the Grizzlies, as most people expected, were the play-in game. And as I predicted, the Portland Trailblazers took home the 8th seed and will be facing the Lakers in the first round. So, yeah, that's not really surprising. A lot of people expected that, but it's cool that it's for sure. So, in this video, we're going to be going through every matchup in the first round. I will be telling you my predictions, what to look out for, anyone's injured, maybe some people are going to rest, I don't know. We're going to find out. And it's going to be a long one, so hang tight. I'll go in by order of, like 1 and 8 of the West first, 2 and 7, 3 and 6, 4 and 5, and then on the East the same order. So if you want to skip through, if you want to look for a particular matchup, you can. So just watch out for that. But if you want to stick through, then go ahead. It's going to be a blast. We're going to go through all of it. And yeah, let's just get started with seed 1 and 8 in the Western Conference, the Los Angeles Lakers and the Portland Trailblazers. All right, so what do we have here? We have the Los Angeles Lakers, the most people's favorite to win the title. I would say most. I would say 50%. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. Not mine. Maybe. We'll see. All right, so LeBron. He's LeBron. He's LeBron. He's going to be putting up 30, 10, and 10. Maybe more. I don't know. It's LeBron. Lakers did not look good in the seeding game, but we can't judge a whole lot about the seeding game because they were really just coasting the whole time. So, yeah. And everyone is pretty much talking about going into this playoffs. If the Lakers want to win, AD is going to be the person who's going to decide that. LeBron's going to do what LeBron does. That's besides the point. AD is the reason that either they're going to win a title or they're not going to win a title. So, if Anthony Davis can come out and put up 30 plus and 15 rebounds and a good amount of blocks, great D, Lakers are going to be tough. And just the Lakers the whole sort of season, they've been dominating in the paint with their JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, and Anthony Davis trio. Yeah. And, LeBron does whatever he wants. LeBron and Caruso are a great combo. Kuzma's been playing well in the bubble. There are 2 pickups, Dion Waiters and J.R. Smith, have been playing well. So, they're definitely a great team. Now, the Portland Trailblazers, they are a great team. They're a great team. And if they were this team the whole season, they would be in the playoffs, no question. But there's something weird about this team. They can't rebound, which is weird, since Nurkic and Whiteside are both exceptional rebounders. They, even in the Nets game, they were being out-rebounded like crazy, just by Jared Allen alone. He just kept offensive rebounding and defensive rebounding. They couldn't get any rebounds. And that's going to be a problem for the Lakers. To face the Lakers if you have trouble rebounding. Because, So let's just talk up matchup-wise. So Lillard is going to be guarded by probably LeBron. I feel like they're just going to stick LeBron on Lillard. It's not the best matchup, but why not, And Caruso and Caldwell Pope could, I guess, share the load on CJ. I'll be honest, as I don't really watch the Lakers a lot, so I don't know their matchups super well, but that's what I would think would be happening, is they just stick LeBron on Lillard and kind of the whole game plan to beat the Portland Trailblazers is to make CJ McCollum beat you. That's just everyone's plan going into a game against them. You want to shut down Lillard as much as you can and force CJ to beat you. And I'll be honest, usually it doesn't super work out for them. Usually CJ can beat them. But, it's always good to force them. Force a difficult situation for them to overpower you. Like with the Lakers, you force AD to beat you. LeBron can beat you, but if you can quiet LeBron down, force AD to beat you, which is the same problem. Most times, AD will beat you, but you get to look on the bright side and say, we shut down LeBron. What else can we do? Well, we'll see. So, all right. So my prediction for this series, it's a tough one. It's Lakers win. I don't think I can see a reason that the Lakers don't win. So I'm going to put the Lakers win. I'm going to say 6 games. I'm going to say the Lakers win the first 2, then the Blazers win 1, Lakers win 1, Blazers win 1, Lakers win 1. I'd say it's 2-1-1-1-1. I'd say that's how the series is going to go. I don't know. Don't look at me. I don't know. But that's my prediction. It's on the books right now. Lakers in 6. 5? Lakers in 6. Yeah. Alright, so the second series in the Western Conference playoffs will be the Clippers and the Mavericks. Now, it's pretty simple. The Mavericks are going to have Porzingis go off like crazy for them to win some games. And because the Clippers are just going to stick Kawhi and Paul George on Luka Doncic the entire time and make Luka his game living hell. He's not going to be able to do anything on the offensive end, and that's where Luka shines. So I'm going to just make this real quick because there's not much else to talk about. I think if the Clippers play Kawhi and Paul George big minutes, they will be done in 5. So there you go. Clippers and Mavericks in 5. 5 games. They could do it in 5. All right, next matchup. Here we go. The Nuggets and the Jazz. Now, I'd say the Jazz have a pretty closer matchup against the Nuggets if they weren't missing Bojan Bogdanovic. Bojan was averaging 25 and 3 or something like that, and without them, they just look lost, and they look like the worst team in the playoffs on the West. So I think Nuggets in 6. I think the Jazz can win too, because there's not that big of a difference between the teams, but because the Jazz are just missing their big piece with Bogdanovic, I don't think they can actually make it out of the first round. And, I mean, Denver's a good team. And if they have their guys playing with Millsap and Barton and Murray, they haven't played yet in the seeding games. We'll see if they're gonna play. But now they're new additions with Michael Porter Jr. and Bol Bol. Those guys are looking like they're gonna help a lot. Well, not as much Bol Bol, but Michael Porter Jr. for sure. That guy's looking special. So we'll see how he looks in this playoff series. 4 and 5. The matchup of the first round in general. The Rockets and the Thunder. If you were to ask most people, give me a team that's not the Bucks, Lakers, and Clippers to win the title, people would say either the Rockets, Thunder, or Raptors or Celtics. But in the West, a sleeper that's not the Lakers or Clippers to go to the finals, I don't think anyone would say any team other than Thunder and Rockets. These teams are solid. Now the Rockets, this is going to be their big test because they're playing small ball, and everyone's wondering how small ball is going to look in the playoffs. And I don't know. We'll see. I don't think it's going to last. It's going to do very well in the playoffs, but I might be wrong. I can't tell how this team works. I mean, Ben McLemore's playing 30 minutes a game, and he's terrible. I mean, he's not bad, but like from a Kings fan where we drafted him and he sucked, to the thought that he can be the starter on this team, I don't understand how that's possible. But, good for him, good for the team. I'm going to say 7-game series. I'm going to say this is our only 7-game series in the first round. And about 7-game series. Once a series goes to 7 games, anything can happen. I think the Thunder can win. I think Chris Paul can take him there. He hasn't had much success in the playoffs, yes. But this Chris Paul team is looking special. Him and Shea's connection, it's looking good. And the whole lineup with Schroeder, Shea, and Paul, the 3-guard lineup is deadly, and we're going to see why right now in the 7-game series. So Thunder in 7, there you go. We're done with the West. I'll talk about the second round in the next video. But so far, in the conference semifinals, we will have the Lakers against the Nuggets, the Clippers against the Thunder. Sound good? Sounds good to me. Yeah, I like it. Okay. Eastern Conference. Here we go. We're almost there. It's gonna go faster here because the 1 and 2 are easy. Bucks in 4. The Bucks can beat the Magic in 4 games. If the Magic want to try hard, they win 1. Yay. No chance. They win 4 games. Sweep. Raptors against Nets. Sweep. Nets started playing 8 games ago. That was their first game with this lineup. Sweep. Celtics, Sixers. If Embiid plays, he's going to have to go so off. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be a few in a lifetime series that we're going to see of a player if they want any chance to win. But if they just have Shake Milton, Tobias Harris, and Al Horford and expect to win, they're wrong. So, here's the little slight prediction. If Joel plays and is healthy, they win 2. If he's not there, they win 1. There you go. That's it. Done. And the Pacers and the Heat. Pacers are missing Sabonis big time. They're still playing good basketball, but I don't really believe in TJ Warren can keep this up for a whole series. I mean, he can do it in the 8 games, but that doesn't mean anything towards the playoffs. Yeah, I mean, Brogdon's playing good. Oladipo, he's healthy, but he just doesn't seem like the same player. His shooting percentages are awful. Miles Turner's playing good. And TJ Warren's playing great. But I don't think they can beat a team of the Heat that just... I love the Heat. They're so fun to watch with Jimmy Butler and Bam and their 2 rookies, and now they have Iggy and Crowder's great additions to their team, and Dragic and Duncan Robinson. I think they could shock some people. So there you go. Boom. We're done with the East. It's so easy. So the Eastern semifinals preview will be the Bucks against the Heat and the Raptors against the Celtics. And just like that, we're done. We're done. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do a post-seeding games review, little things to note about each team that was there. I'm thinking about it, just to do something, but I don't know. Hope you liked it, this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. It'll mean a lot. And yeah, I'll probably make a video on each series after they finish up. It's gonna be fun. See you guys later.